My friend was asking me for a recipe for potted beef. Now, I don't remember potted beef. I don't know if it's from the 50s or the 60s, but I've had a bit of a tinker and I think this one's quite nice. So all I've got is 500 grams of beef shin, which I've just roughly chopped up, 2 garlic cloves grated, a sprig of thyme. I'm going to keep this whole because at this time of year it's nice and soft. If it was in the winter, then you'd just strip the leaves off. Half a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of black pepper. I've got enough beef stock just to cover the meat, and I'm going to also put in just a knob of butter as well. So I'm just going to get the butter from the fridge. So basically all I do now, let's move this over to one side. So we've just got our beef. We're just going to go over with the salt, over with the pepper. Now I don't know if traditionally they would have had thyme or even garlic in it, but I actually think it's really quite nice. It gives it a lovely sort of flavour. So we're just going to go over with the thyme, in with the garlic. Let's get that in. So as I say, I'm not sure if it's probably not an authentic recipe, but it is very, very nice. So we're just going to go in with a generous knob of butter. Now I've got my oven preheated to 130, so we're going to do a nice slow cook on this, which hopefully will make the beef all fall apart. So that's that. Then we're just going to go over with the stock. As I say, just, make sure it's covered. I think it should. Mine takes about 250 ml, but obviously it all depends what type of dish you're going to put your beef in. So then I'm just going to go over this with some foil. Now you want the foil quite tight because we don't want to dry this meat out. So I'm actually going to do a double layer of foil, just to be sure. Now I'm going to roast this probably for about 4 hours, but what I'll do is after 2 hours, I'm just going to take it out, give it a check, make sure it hasn't dried out. If it has started to dry out, then you may just need to add a little bit of stock. But hopefully after about 4 hours, it should all be nice and tender and not dried out. So what we'll do is we'll come back once it's been in the oven for roughly 4 hours. So this has now had 4 hours in the oven. I've just left it on the side for a few minutes just to help cool it down. Then all I'm going to do now is just pop it into a blender. It's so tender it's almost falling apart. There's a straggly bit of thyme there, so that can come out. The smell of this is amazing. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to pop in just another knob of butter, that just helps it set, and a spoonful of the juices. You may have to alter this. You may have to put a little bit more of the juices in, but we'll just have a quick look. We'll just give it a little blitz and we'll just have a look. So we're just going to have a look at the texture and see if it needs a little bit more of the liquid, which yes, this one does. So we're going to go in with another spoonful. It's just until you get the texture how you would like it, really. So I want it sort of a pate texture, but, you know, with a little bit of texture to it. I don't want it mushy. So we're just going to go again. Nearly there. This just smells amazing. So it's very nearly there. I'm not sure it needs more liquid. I think it just needs a little blitz. So what we've got is we've got the texture. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's got the texture of like a thick pate. Oh, it's just beautiful. All I'm going to do now is I'm just going to let that cool down, and then I'm going to put it in an airtight container.